Okay, guys, Sierra Leoneans, Ibrahim. I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Today's July 15th. We just saw the nomination of Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone as the Electoral Commissioner. I'm just going to go with the Constitution because, unfortunately, I would have loved to congratulate Mr. Kone, but he is not qualified for the position of Electoral Commissioner. Nobody's going to tell me about consolidated funds and this and that and all that stuff. I'm going to go with the Constitution. 1991 Constitution clearly states, first of all, before I even do that, let me tell you guys about Mr. Kone. I'm just going to read the part that disqualifies him based off of the Constitution. Mohamed is currently the Director, Financial Intelligence Unit, Sierra Leone, responsible for the supervision of staff of the unit, coordination of the activities of the unit, and execution of the mandates of the unit. Serves as Secretary to the Interministerial Committee, which is the supervisory authority of the unit, and serves as the National Correspondent for Intergovernmental Action Group against money laundering in West Africa. Okay? So that is the position of Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone currently. That is the position that he holds. So because Mr. Mohamed Kone, you know, as I would have loved to congratulate this man, but going by the Constitution, the statutes right here within the Constitution of Sierra Leone, I'm sad to inform, you know, Mr. Kone and President Bio, and President Bio, your advisors have actually failed you, because these are some of the things. Before you elect these people or select these people for certain positions, you should go through the Constitution and see what the Constitution clearly states. And that is why we're saying these guys with these PhDs, where are you getting your PhDs from? Now, the Constitution, Section 32, subsection 1, clearly states the members of the Electoral Commission shall be a Chief Electoral Commissioner. Chief Electoral Commissioner, who shall be the chairman, which is the position that Mr. Kone has been appointed for, and 4 other members who shall be known as Electoral Commissioners. So it's going to comprise of about 5 people. Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone, who is the Electoral Commissioner that has been appointed by President Bio, but of course is going to face Parliament for a final approval, is the Electoral Commissioner that has been appointed right now. And it continues to read, the members of the Electoral Commission shall be appointed by the President, which is the right thing to do, after consultation with the leaders of all registered political parties and subject to the approval of Parliament. So the President has done his own job, appointing Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone. So now it's up to members of Parliament to approve Mr. Kone's position. But of course, because the Constitution clearly states that Mr. Kone is disqualified because of what I'm about to read to you guys, which clearly states in subsection 4, under Section 32, subsection 4, the person shall not be qualified, A, for appointment as a member of the Electoral Commission if he is not qualified to be elected as a member of Parliament. So member of Parliament, you guys will determine that. And for purposes of this video, I don't want it to be long. I want it to be short and straight to the point. I'm not going to go into all of that. But you members of Parliament, the committee that is responsible for the hearing that you guys will be holding to, you know, confirm, you know, Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone. This is very important for you guys to ascertain if he is qualified to be a member of Parliament, given right now the fact that he's currently, you know, currently the Director of the Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU. Now, subsection B under subsection 4 says, a person shall not be qualified to hold office as a member of the Electoral Commission if he is a minister, a deputy minister, a member of Parliament, or a public officer. Who is Mr. Mohamed Kenewe? Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone is a public officer. He is currently the Director of the Financial Intelligence Unit. So definitely, that is the clause right there that disqualifies Mr. Kenewe. I'm sorry, Mr. Kenewe. This is a big deal. You're going to be running an election. You know, you would have been in charge of the elections in Sierra Leone. I'm sure it would look very pleasing on your resume. But I have your resume here. It's about 4 pages long. It's very extensive. You're a very experienced man. But unfortunately, you're not qualified for this position. I don't know if you're 65 years old, because I'm going to continue reading here. And it also states that a person shall not be qualified if he has attained the age of 65 years. So maybe you're not 65, that's fine. But what holds you, what disqualifies you automatically from this position is the fact that it clearly states that a person shall not be qualified to hold office as a member of Electoral Commission if he's a minister, a deputy minister, a member of parliament, or a public officer. And that is why you're disqualified. All right. So President Dio, I blame your advisors that advised you to select this man for this position. They should have done their work. They all have PhDs. I don't know where these guys get their PhDs from, or they don't bother to consult with the Constitution. But the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991 clearly states that Mr. Mohamed Kenewe Kone is disqualified from holding the position of the Electoral Commissioner because he's a public officer. That's it right there. Members of Parliament, you have your work cut out for you. I was just going to put it out there, and I want the international community to pay attention to this because the Electoral Commissioner is a very important job, and our lives depend on it in Sierra Leone. Elections in 2023 is very crucial, and we're not playing around. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right here, Ibrahim, from the People's Liberation Movement. Just wanted to point out that the Constitution of 1991, Sierra Leone Constitution, Section 32, subsection 1, all the way down to 4, subsection B, clearly states that you shall not be qualified for the position of Electoral Commissioner if you're a public officer. Bye-bye. Ibrahim, People's Liberation Movement. Educate yourself, guys. The Constitution is there for you. Bye-bye.